So welcome everyone. Thanks for joining in. So today we are going to start our another season of HR Technology Hackathon. And this is the quarter 2. In quarter 1 in January, we have started the previous hackathon, which we completed in the month of March and April beginning. We completed. Now this time we will be also continuing the similar style, but based on the feedback, we are just a little bit changing the style and format of the hackathon so that everybody can complete. Okay. So with that note, let's then get started, and I will be taking the mind map. So let me share the mind map and how we are going to plan the session, and I will explain the same thing. Okay. So as I say, the hackathons are actually the practical oriented. Any module you are choosing, this is not a course, this is a hackathon, as I say. And as I say in my offering also, I already clearly mentioned that whenever we are going to such a kind of we have a 3 major format of learning in SAP SuccessLabs, whatever in SuccessLabs Academy we are doing it, right? We have a 3 format. Any course we pursue, we have a 3 format, either it's a workshop, or it's a bootcamp, or it's a hackathon. Okay, and hackathons are the longest, I will say, the duration-based program. It is a 3-month, or you can say 90 days program, and which we are going to start with today, the second season. And in a particular year, you'll be having 4 hackathons. That means you have an opportunity to complete 4 modules. Okay, so in a year, you can, by the way, learn, implement, digest, end-to-end 4 modules. Okay, minimum. Okay, if you're following the pace of the hackathon. Okay, so it can be any course. So this is not limited to any course. It will be generic sessions. And the idea is I will be these are all mission oriented. Okay, and whenever I'm saying a mission, we have a total 9 missions, and they are categorized under 3 stages. So there are 3 stages. Stage 1 is the planning. Stage 2 is launching. Stage 3 is growing. Okay, and each and every stages we will be having 3 missions. Okay, so before we go there, if you are not a part of the community, and I will highly recommend be part of the community, and we will be lot of activities will be performing together. There are different activities, courses, community. There are 6 C's. So before I go there, I will explain the 6 C's. So entire program is designed within the 6 C mantra. Okay, so first is courses. So courses are actually all the courses which are present we are having in our platform that will ignite your knowledge. It will clarify your concept definitely. And to time we'll be conducting boot camps also. Okay, so boot camps are your short sessions. So that is a 1 month, within a 1 month of duration, you should be able to complete that. Okay, and workshop will be very topic focused based on the students' feedback and queries and all. So at present also we've created a challenges. So if you go to our platform as well, school.SuccessLabs Academy, and if you search by challenges, okay, so if you go there, if you go to all courses, so there are different courses available, but also I have categorized something called challenges. If you search here in the category, there is something called challenge. Okay, so we have a courses, we have a classes, okay, we have a book clubs, we have a challenges, we have a communities. There are different categories. If I go to challenge, so at present I have activated few challenges like your for HR technology implementation part, another is operation part. Okay, and these are primarily for Employee Central, but I will be activating it for all other modules as well. So by the way, you can also invite your friends, even not part of the community, because these are free. Okay, so this is a DIY challenge. That means do it yourself. Okay, so these challenges you can take you through, and it may take up to 3 weeks of time. Okay, you can do it faster, but minimum, I will say maximum 3 weeks it should take. And for each and every challenges, we have a very specific topic, week-wise. Okay, so if you talk about HR technology operation challenge, the part 1. So part 1 will be focusing on 3 topics only. We have a corporate data model, succession data model, and position management. These are 3 only topics. And initially, you will be part of your orientation in industry selection, and industry selection will be based on a game actually, which I will be telling you. You will be spinning the wheel, and based on that, you will be allotted the industry. Okay, so this is the game which we'll be playing today. So stay till the end. We will be playing this game. After I complete everything, I will be asking you spin the wheel. And if you are committed, and if you want to commit a particular module, and you want to complete the entire hackathon. I want to make it more interesting this time. This was not there last time. Okay. So this hackathon, we are introducing spin the wheel. Okay. So we'll be spinning the wheel. And based on that, you would, whatever industry coming up, I will be giving a case study for you. And you have to complete that within the next 90 days. Okay. So that is the game. So still stay till the end. We will be, this is a 2 hours duration session today. And we will be taking you to further next step. So this is the approach. For every week, you will be having activities. There is a less concept, okay? And you have to perform each and every activities based on the case studies, based on industry you have chosen, okay? So this is also is a part of your hackathon, okay? You can take up to 3 challenges. Okay? So one challenges will be of a duration of 3 weeks, okay? So in a particular hackathon, you can also take 2 to 3 challenges based on your availability. I understand people are working and some of the people are also full-time working. So depending upon that, you can choose minimum 1 challenge and maximum you don't have a option. So you can give as many as per your time permits. Okay. So this is how, this is also not there in the last time in the hackathon. Now this time is more structured and you will be having a series of activities for every week. We have around 50 plus activities. Okay. And you have to go through that each and every activities. You can do it yourself, or if you're already part of the membership, as a part of our members, the part of the community, then you will be also working with me. And if any questions, any doubts you're having while going through these activities, we will be performing. This is a purely practical oriented, evidence oriented. I don't believe in theory. So whatever theory we have learned or we'll be learning, so parallelly we'll be planning. And at the end, by the way, this challenge, you'll be getting a certificate automatically generated by the system, which you can float in your LinkedIn. This is the purely evidence-based activities. Okay? So this is the first thing first I thought of sharing. What is a challenge? What is a course? Okay. So we have a lot of courses already in our platform, which you can self-paced, and I keep on adding. These are dynamic courses. I keep on adding content to this as per the new releases and all. Okay. So these are the different courses. And we have a classes. Any live session is happening, then that will be called as a classes. Okay. So currently we are conducting hackathon. This is a live session, right? You are present and live, and we are conducting this session live, right? So similarly, we do have a different courses, programs, challenges, communities. So all these activities will be performing together. So now coming to the hackathon structure. So as I say, today is our mission number 1. Okay. So in the mission number 1, what I will just brief you how these missions are designed. So today will be the discovery part. So in the discovery part, we will be discovering what? We will be discovering what module we are interested. Okay. Or already I know particular module. It is for everyone, whether you are a beginner or you are an experienced person, right? Whether it is applicable for everyone. Okay. So if you are a beginner, you can choose a product. Okay. And I will explain you which industry you can choose based on the wheel of names game. Okay. And based on that, I will be also explaining what are the emerging trends going on in the market, right? So this is what we will be expecting in the discovery session today. So after that, in the mission number 2, we will be having a preparation session. So how do you implement that particular module in that particular case study, in that particular industry, in that particular geography, right? So based on that, we will be having a detailed preparation section in the next mission. And then followed by your mission number 3 will be the explore phase. Okay. So in the explore phase, we'll be understanding. So there is a detailed section which I will be covering how, what are the steps you will be talking about, will be what is possible, what is not possible. We'll be conducting art of possible workshops in between. So those are the things we'll be completing in the explore stage. Okay. Explore mission actually in the first stage of plan. Okay. Similarly, launching stage, in the stage number 2, we will be having 3 missions again. Mission number 4, 5, 6. So mission number 4 will be highly dedicated. This will be for the realization phase, where exactly you will be actually building the product, building the solution. So it is all about what client requires, okay, and how we can. It is through again a series of activities, and that based on that you will be performing those activities. Okay. So in the realization phase, we will be scoping and we'll be configuring. We will be doing a data migration. We'll be integrating. We will also talk about extending the solution. Certain times you do not have a solution readily available in SuccessFactors. How do you integrate with other products or any other external solutions available? That part we'll be talking about in the extenders part of it. Okay. So this is the mission number 4 we'll talk about. Mission number 5 is all about a deployment. So after your everything is done, so how do you actually deploy that in a real-time project? What are the core activities in a deployment? What are the cutover activities? How do you hand over it to a AMS partner? So those are the key things we will talk about. So similarly, mission number 6 is all about optimization. So post go live, how do you support? How do you check your system? What are the key things you will be performing? So some of the key activities will be performing in the mission number 6. Okay. So after plan and launch stage is the key critical stage for the organization, for as an employee, for as a consultant. But what about ourselves? Okay. So stage number 3 is all about ourselves as a consultant, as an implementation consultant, or as a aspirant for if you're searching for any jobs, if you're searching for any within a same organization, you want to explore more, right? This is more about yourself. It is not about success factor, but success factor being as a core, how you can grow yourself in your career. So these 3 missions will be deciding that. So we'll be understanding there are 3 missions again. Elevate. We have it is highly focused on if you're preparing for any certification, any kind of interviews, right? So it will be focusing on that. I will be pointing out what are the resources available and what are the different other capabilities. Okay. So we will be nurturing you in this particular mission. Okay. So mission number 8. So mission number 8 is all about innovate. So innovation is the mother of everything, right? So basically, it will be you will distinguish yourself as in a career. Nowadays, a lot of things are coming up in the market. AI agents, right? A lot of other new topics are coming up. But how do you integrate those topics? How you can articulate those things in the interview process? Okay, or as an organization or as a business architect, how do you bring in those emerging trends really applied in your organization? It's not about so many conferences and so many podcasts, but what about the implementation? They talk a lot, but when it comes to execution, what is the reality? So there is a reality check on this in this mission, right? So this is where in the mission number 8 we will talk about. Okay, in mission number 9, it's all about the transformation. It's all about the transformation of what? So depending upon your career growth, suppose you want to understand more about the pre-sales part of it, or even a different emerging technology trend, how you can enrich your career, how you can transform your career as well as your organization wherever you're working, right? So those all kind of transformation we will talk about. We'll talk about HR transformation in general. At the same time, personal transformation within ourselves, right? That also will be focusing both within and without, outside and inside. Okay. So that is the journey. This is the 6 key stages: plan, launch, and grow, and total 9 missions. And we try to complete the same thing in the last time also. But many of the students, they were not able to complete it, and maybe there was a lack of motivation, maybe. But this time, I want to make it more gamified, and so that we will help each other, grow each other, and we will be complete. Even I am also participating. I'm also a coach, and also I'm also participating in this time in this hackathon. Every time I will be also joining one of the. I will be definitely monitoring everything, but also I will be participating as a student also. Okay. So that is how I will be leading this session, and this is how the plan is. Okay. So now this is all about the missions. And what about the track? Okay. So in entire learning program, whatever the courses so we are having 20 tracks. Okay. So this entire track is divided into different 19 plus 1. That is because we start with 0. Okay. So track number 0 will be all about the product. Okay. So whenever I'm saying a product, what does it mean? Because SAP because our key focus is in SAP, but people who are also already working in other products area like your Workday, Oracle, or any other product they're working, or if they're planning for enterprise architecture or any other program, they're also open to join. I will be curating the program accordingly. So this program is open for anyone, right? So not limited to product, not limited to any industry. And although primary focus is on SAP SuccessFactors, but all other people also, they can join and they can enroll. Okay. So from a product point of view, so as we focus, we have a lot of products in SAP or any technology if you're talking about. As I say, because this will be industry-oriented session, so we will be talking about something called solution portfolios. Okay. So this time, last time I have not discussed. I went to the product and I asked to go to the product level. But here I will be, this time it will be purely IIL session. So IIL, what does it stand? You might have heard about IIT, IIM and all. But what is IIL? IIL stands for Industry integrated your learning program. Okay, it's an immersive learning program. Okay, so industry immersive learning program, and in this we will be based on the today's whatever the spinning the wheel contest. Okay, whatever the industry you are choosing in, or whatever industry you are actually getting allotted, based on that we will be revisiting the industry oriented feature. Let's say we got a feature, say real estate. Okay, so real estate is one of the today's candidate, okay, industry we are choosing in. Okay, suppose I go to real estate. Okay, so in the real estate I will be looking at what are the different areas actually SAP has given us solutions. Okay, so we will not be going to other modules, as our key interest in this hackathon is HR. Okay, so the line of business will be focusing on HR, but people if they are coming from other modules as well, they can choose their line of business. Okay, so whenever I'm saying line of business, we have finance, we have HR, right? So under HR, we have a BA. Can anyone tell what is the BA stands for? Yeah, you can see there are a lot of BA. Any idea?
Business analyst.
Yeah, business analyst is a generic term. Okay? Yeah, but from a product point of view, if you ask, okay, so here is the business area. Okay, so SAP at a product point of view, if you talk about, right? So SAP has divided each line of business under industry. Okay, so let's say talk about real estate, right? We do have human resources. Under human resources, we are having SAP is having these are the different business area. Okay, it could be HR admin, HR strategy and planning, learning management, organization management, payroll and reimbursement, rewarding, talent acquisition, talent management, time management, workforce experience management. Okay, so why this time I have started from here, not from the directly from the product, because I wanted it to be agnostic of product. If you talk about any industry, this is the real estate industry, I am giving an example. But if you talk about any industry, any product, right? So here I am not talking about anything about saying success factor, SAP success factor, employee central, nowhere it is mentioned, right? So it's very generic, so that anyone can, having zero background of success factor, they can start. Okay, if they can start, anyone can start from here. Okay, so that is why I am having a different angle, different lens. I am giving industry lens. I am giving to this hackathon so that it will be much more interesting and it will be inclusive. Okay, inclusive in the sense. So whether you are a success factor expert or not, whether you are a SAP expert or not, irrespective of your industry, irrespective of your background, okay, and you can join the program. You can actually inspire, and you can, okay, especially go through these stages. Okay, you can also invite anyone to join this program. Actually, the DIY program is open for everyone this time. Okay, only thing is if you are having any support required, that is requires membership. Otherwise, it's open for everyone. Okay, so the first session is open for everyone. Second session onwards, this will be people who are member, and they will be getting access to the pass. Okay, so live sessions are actually definitely they can join, but if they're in recording, they will have to have a membership. Okay, so coming to HR, human resources, we have. So I will start with I will be giving some examples. How does it look like? Okay, so today instead of focusing on a product, okay, I will be discussing product from an industry angle, from your line of business angle, from a business area angle. Okay, so this time I'm just changing the little bit of my script. So I will explain so that it will open for everyone, whether you are implementing SuccessFactors or not, doesn't matter. Okay, so we will start with HR administration business area today. So let's say I will talk about HR administration. Okay, so what HR administration usually do? Okay. And there is a concept under business area. We have something called business capabilities. Okay, so this is a term. It is an enterprise architecture terminology. Okay, so what is the business capabilities? Anyone? Can anyone explain? I see wherever you can see a lot of business capabilities here, and under that we have a certain thing called SC. Okay, so you can see a lot of SC. Okay, but we are talking about a BC, business capabilities, right? What is the difference between BC and SC? Can anyone guess? There's no right and wrong answer. I will be answering anyway, but you can also guess.
A kind of requirement we can consider.
Anything else? How many of you participated any kind of a community event in our community? I've already answered that. In that, if you participate any of the community activities, I've already discussed this topic long back. I think it's 2 to 3 months back. We have a feed there, and we have discussed capabilities. If you search by that, let me do that. So if you're a part of the community, we had given a lot of activities here, especially so specific to capabilities. Okay, if you search by capabilities, yeah, so not this one. In one of the boot camps, so this is how we'll talk about. This is the activity which I had given. Okay, so I will be repeating this activity for all of you. If you're already part of this activity, you will be finding this link. I will be sharing it in the chat. Okay, if you're already part of the communities, then definitely you will be able to access this. Okay, this understanding is very important. Okay, so whether HR is a capability or a function. Okay, so I will be explaining now. Okay, so in terms of a business architecture point of view, this is what exactly this is actually defined by Business Architecture Guild. Okay, so this is there is a community, there is a consortium. Okay, we call it business. They have defined. Okay, they have defined a standard. Okay, I'm a part of the active community. I'm part of that community, and I'm also contributing to that communities as well. So this is where this is called Business Architecture Guild. Okay, and they have identified, they have defined this as a capability. Okay, so these are the different elements whenever you talk to any organization, right? So this is, I have given an activity. You can see, I will go to directly to this activity. You can see that. Okay, so this is, I have given an answer also. If you can see, there are two things. Okay, so one is business capability. Whenever I'm saying what business capability stands for what. Okay, and function. So you might be thinking whether HR is a function, HR function, we call it also, right? HR function, finance function, but whether HR is a function or a capability. Okay, so that you will be getting an answer in this thread. Okay, so entire business architecture in any organization, they will be having this 10 elements minimum. Okay, so they will be having products, they will be, the organization will be having initiatives. Initiatives can be HR transformation is an initiative. Digital transformation can be an initiative, right? The organization will be having a strategies also. There are different strategies, there are different policies. HR is full of policies. You must have seen, right? If you have gone to any organization, there are HR policies. These are our payroll policies, right? And similarly, stakeholders. Stakeholders are the persons who are having interest and concerns, okay, for that organization, right? So that is the there are also KPIs, there are different metrics for the organization, right? So these are your different elements of business architecture. And also in the center, we have a value streams, organizations, capabilities, information, right? So these are the different elements of a typical business architecture. But when it comes to business capability, it means what an organization can do to create value for its customers and its stakeholders. This is very important to understand, by the way. Okay, it's a high-level, outcome-oriented description of an organization's ability to deliver specific business value. Okay, so this is always focus on the what part of it. But on the other hand, business function will be more of a process-oriented. So how you are going to perform that activities. If you're talking about a HR process, how you're going to hire an employee, right? That will be more about the business function. That will be talk about the business function in that. Okay, this is more process oriented, and it may change very frequently. And this is how it will be, right? So this is an example of what is a business capability and what is a business function. Okay, so this is how. So capability means what HR can do. Functions means how HR can do. Okay, so that is actually the definition of a capabilities and functions. So this is more details. This is a business architecture topic. Okay, so you can have a look into it, which already we have discussed in one of our community bootcamp. Okay, so now coming back to our success factor, coming back to our topic. So we have a business capabilities, and under business capabilities, we have a content employment management, employee administration, global assignment, external worker information management. We have a offboarding. A lot of capabilities are maintained here. But how to achieve those business capabilities? So we have something called SSC. Okay, SSC stands for solution capability. Okay, so this is where I'm now going to keep the positioning of the product. Okay, so to achieve employee administration, right? Well, from a SAP point of view, you can achieve in a multiple way. Okay, if you're having SAP ERP, HCM, traditional, right? So there is a way of doing it. Okay, so if you select that in commercial real estate industry, so what are the different applications? So you have to use Fiori applications for that. Okay, and how do you use those details? They will talk about here. Okay, so here we have a Fiori applications. Okay, and how do you achieve it? Okay, there are some reference library. It is for traditional on-premise HCM system. Okay, and if you go to library, so you will be finding what are the solutions available from a Fiori point of view. And you will be finding also very interesting. Okay, if you compare with your traditional on-premise, now these are web-based Fiori page, and you will be finding this is how you will be looking at your employee details nowadays. Okay, with the latest GUI, latest things. Okay, so this is people who are having ERP solution capability, having your traditional your on-premise solution, private cloud or on-premise cloud in SAP S/4HANA. And if you're using that, you will be having this kind of a solutions here. Okay, so this is about your solutioning point of view if you're choosing this. Okay, now coming back to HR administration once again, we have also other solution. If you can see, so same employee administration can be done using your S/4HANA Cloud Edition as well. Okay, Cloud Edition or any other modules as well. Okay, so if I go for let's say S/4HANA, right? So I will be looking at the same industry, real estate industry, and how S/4HANA Private Edition can help you, right? So this is again they have explained and they have given a narrative here. Okay, so now focusing on SuccessFactor. If I go for SuccessFactor, so they will talk about here. So for same industry, for same business capability, we have a different solutions. You can see that, right? So now if I go here, employee administration SuccessFactors, okay? So I will quickly show you that here, how we can achieve the same thing using your SAP SuccessFactor module, okay? So within SuccessFactor, what are the options available? What are the main module? You can see open the new module or the main module is an Employee Central. And Employee Central will be helping you to achieve the employee administration activities. That is a solution capability. As I said, we have a business capability, we have a solution capability, right? So this is where you will be able to achieve it using this. So I think we have raised a hand. Someone has raised a hand or no? Okay, okay. Any questions, anyone? No. In between? Okay. So no questions, then we can go ahead. So we have, these are the different solutions at present. And as I say, basically, these are different solutions available. And also there are some optional software products. Okay, suppose if you want to use document management, right? So you can always go for SAP SuccessFactor extended ECM module, Open Text Cloud Edition. That's optional. Okay, and for China, if you're into, so especially for China, if you're using social media integration, there is a dedicated module for that. Okay, so but these are optional material. But what is the license you'll be using? You can see that. So they also talk about the license material. Okay, so this is your license code if you're using for core HR, and if you're having functional users, and definitely you can utilize this as a functional use point of view. Okay, so that is how you will be navigating through this, and it will be easy for you to understand which product to use, and it is industry specific also. In general, they have mentioned here. Okay, so now this is how my product point of view I have now this time. What we have done it differently is this time we understood business capability. And from business capability, we understood this is all about, as I say, what, right? So also we talked about the, in this case, we talked about functions, okay? And difference between business capability and functions, isn't it? So function is all about how. Okay, it will be highly focused on the process, okay, which we will be talking about in upcoming track. Okay, so this will be your process track. We have a dedicated track for that. After product track, we will be having a specific process track. So I will talk about there. Okay, but having the product inside the product track, what we have is business capabilities, and inside business capability, I talk about what only. Okay, and we have seen that already. An example of business capability, if you talk about here, okay, so how I will be getting an example. So business capability, we talk about SAP NILADRI, I will go there. This is a product which we have generally use all the leading organization. Example. Okay. If I go to example, I will be giving you, this is where exactly you can get a very good example, business capability map you'll get it. Okay. So this is an extra learning for you. Okay. It's optional, but you will be able to download. Okay. So this is the homework for all of you. What you can do, you can go to this site, sign up, and inside that you will be getting a page called business capability map. And HR is, by the way, one of the business capability. Okay. So I will highly recommend to go for that. And let me check if I'm having a capability map already so that I can show you as well. Yeah, I'm already having, but this is for another industry. This is for a utility industry. Okay, so I will quickly show you how does the map looks like. Okay, so for an entire organization, if you're talking about at enterprise level, this is how a standard business capability map will be looking like. Okay, and if I zoom a bit, little bit, and so that you can see it better. So you can see this is an industry for energy utility industry. So they have a different kind of capability, strategic, customer relationship, enterprise support, finance. Okay, you might be wondering where is the HR, right? And these are your last 5 are their core industry, because it's utility industry. They will talk about generation, transmission, distribution, energy management, energy trading, right? These are, for that reason, their color code is a green actually. Okay, in the left-hand side, you will be seeing where HR will be falling here. So you will be seeing here, there is something of HR management. Okay, human resource management. It comes under your enterprise support. Okay, so this is how you can see a holistic view as well. Okay, so for a business capability point of view. So HR is a business capability here. Under enterprise support is the main capability. We call it L1 capability. Under that, we have L2 capability as a HR. And under that, again, we have a sub capabilities and all. Okay, so if you think about as an organization as a whole, so this is where HR will be falling into, in general, I'm talking about. Okay, and it can vary from industry to industry. The example which I've given, it is an energy utility industry, right? So this is an example which you can download, similar kind of very nice capability map and all. Simply go to the link and you can download all this material free. Okay, so this is a very nice job done by SAP NILADRI, and you can see that HR is one of that capability you can see. And also sometimes HR also can be L1 capability depending upon your organization, by the way. Right. So in this example, L1 capabilities are your baseline capabilities, what you need to order to function. Right. Similarly, if you go to level 2, under HR, we will be having HR administrations, HR strategy and planning, like this. Under finance, suppose finance is your level 1, right? So under that, level 2 will be your accounting and finance. Okay. Financial planning. If your L1 is marketing, right? So then L2 will be your marketing execution, marketing strategy and planning, right? So now what is meant for level 3? So if we talk about level 3 in HR, so level 2 will be HR admin, level 3 will be your concurrent employment management, employee administration, global assignment. So whatever we are seeing in our system, our capability map, those are actually L3 processes. Okay. So if you see L3 capability, by the way, not process, L3 capabilities. L1 is your HR, business capability. L2 is your HR admin. And 3 is your concurrent employment, global assignment, employee administration, like that. Okay. So this is the way it will be able to understand in this way. So suppose talent acquisition is your level 2, then under that you will be having recruiting, talent sourcing. Those will be your L3 capabilities. Okay. So this is how, this is not a process hierarchy, this is a capability hierarchy. It may be new for many of you, but this is how it has been, SAP has designed. Globally, it is also accepted at enterprise architecture level also, right? So we will be following that standard because this is what globally it is accepted, and we have to set the standard accordingly. Okay, we have to follow the standard accordingly. Okay. So now coming back here, as we have understood, employee administration is the L3 here. Okay. So under that, whatever you are doing, these are your typical tasks. Okay, typical tasks, and what is the product require, you will be finding here. Okay. So now the task for all of you is, you have to go through this kind of capabilities, and you have to identify which product is mapped to which solution capabilities. Okay. So based on your industry, whatever you are going to choose, right? So based on that, you will be choosing here. So this was all about the employee administration part we have talked about, which is the L3 capabilities. Okay. So now let's say we will talk in whatever you are seeing here, global assignment. So it can be also done in S4HANA. It can be also done in SuccessFactors. So how to do it in S4HANA? They have explained here, right? Which are the solutions? So SC stands for solution capability, and how which product will be utilizing, even including the product material, product license material. They have given here which product you will be utilizing for that. Okay, so this is for a S4HANA point of view. Now coming to SuccessFactors point of view, how will you be doing that? So from a SuccessFactors point of view, you can see that global assignment management. Okay, so this is a part of your typical employee central only, right? So this is very important to understand which product is offering what and what you can do within that activities, within that scope of the product, right? So this is why I am emphasizing this angle of going deep dive from business area to business capability to solution capability, now to industry and your typical product. Okay, so this is how you will be positioning and also understanding. So if you have seen any kind of a licensing material, okay, so they will be mentioning some code like this. Okay, so also you'll be able to relate to it, which code, which license the client is having. Many times, consultants, they do not understand what client is having. Okay, what license they're having. So you have to check their bill of materials. We call it a BOM, right? And in that, you will be able to find out also which license they're having, and whether seeing the BOM also, you will be able to understand what product they're having. Okay, so this is our product focused. So what we have discussed today is business capability. We talked about the functions, how we can achieve it. And also we talked about basically from a business area. Then I also talked about your solution capabilities, which is also mentioned in the SC in our solution portfolio. This page you can bookmark, by the way. Okay, so initially the link which I had given to you, right? So this is the industry solution portfolio. Okay, solution portfolio.net.sap. Okay, and from there, so if you go to any industry, and you will be finding how SAP is fulfilling the criteria, whether it's HR or finance or any other, right? So if you go about that, so this will be very much helpful. Okay, so let's say I will be also putting this in our mind map so that you will not be forgetting this URL. Okay, so this mind map I will be sharing and for everyone, and so that you will be able to summarize. If you want to revise anything, you can revise that as well. Okay, so what I will do for this mind map, okay, I will be making a note here saying that this is the link which you can refer at a point of time. Okay, so product point of view. So now we talked about 4 points: business capability, functions, business areas. Then under business areas, we have also talked about solution capabilities. So solution capability, under that, what are the different type of capability we talked about? So we talked about here basically from an ERP point of view, general ERP, that is a traditional SAP HCM. Then also we have seen which is the Fury-based applications we're having. Then also we talked about S4HANA based, okay, S4HANA. And also we talked about SuccessFactors point of view. Okay, so how we're catering all very inclusive. Okay, and people, anyone in the future, they will be also, or they will be watching these videos. If they're coming from other product also, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, same concept, same principle, only the way of working will be different. Whether it's a workday or store on demand, okay, or it could be your typically Darwin box, okay, or any other ERP they are using, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we will be going agnostic of that. Yeah, I think Simi, you have a question. So please go ahead.
So
Simran?
the SAP HCM, it doesn't include, comes under S4HANA, or is it that module is not there? Under
Good question. So what I will be saying here, so whenever I'm saying SAP HCM, actually S4HANA also having that, by the way, but it will be having a different edition. If you have seen the different edition of a product, so let me go back. It will be clarify your question. So you'll be getting understand much better. So if I'm going back to the portfolio, okay, so let's say I will go for again, this time I will go for public or healthcare. Okay, on healthcare, if I go, line of business is again HR. And inside that, if I go further, we have a line of business is HR. Okay, HR administration is the business area. And inside that, we have a business capability is the employee administration, which is the L3 capabilities. And inside that, we have a lot of solution. You can see ERP, S4 has a three area, and SuccessFactors. So whenever I'm saying ERP, this is a purely SAP HCM solution. Okay, not S4 HANA, traditional ECC solution. Okay, but if you talk about S4 HANA, SAP HCM is also there. Okay, we also call it SAP HCM only, but from a product portfolio, solution portfolio point of view, it is a three category. Okay, we have a general S4 HANA, that is your on-premise. We have also S4 HANA Cloud, because S4 HANA can be in a cloud edition, it can be having a commercial edition, it can be an on-premise edition, okay, depending upon your what the client has taken the license. Okay, but ultimately it will go to a similar kind of a solution. Only thing is S4 HANA, here you'll be seeing all the Fiori application, 21 Fiori applications, and these are driven by employee manager, HR specialist, this kind of a end user roles you will be having. But if you see the license, okay, this is how the license will be calling out. So seal, we can have it, we can still call it HCM, but we call it, the license material is called as SAP Core Human Capital Management for SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so HCM is not going away. Okay, so the product is there, but a lot of innovations will be there. Maybe improved, additional things you'll be getting here is improved user experience. Okay, so whatever you are doing in the traditionally in a on-premise, in a GUI based ESS model and all, so that same things you will be doing, achieving in a cloud-based model. You can see very nicely these are done. And all the, sometimes even I wonder, some of the process they have innovated a lot. You'll be finding whether it is SuccessFactor or whether it is, typically on-premise, a little bit difficult to understand. Okay, so you'll be finding very interactive, very nice. So if you can see this picture, right? Okay, it is very hard to believe that this is a on-premise. Okay, S4 HANA. Okay, so this is how the look and feel of the system will be looking like once you deploy the solution. So now coming to your answer.
This is Fiori, right? The one
Fiori, these are all Fiori based, and SAP HCM is still there, but now we are having a, whether it can be a private edition or this is a cloud, or it can be on-premise edition. And again, in the cloud, you'll be having a private cloud or it is a public cloud. Okay, so depending upon that, it will vary, but functionality wise, nothing much different. Okay, so it could be public cloud or it could be private cloud. Okay, so that is how it has been evolved. Okay, and it has been gone up to, it is valid up to 2040. Okay, so people who are now moving, now you must be knowing up to 2027, ARP HCM is going away. But there are also some terms and conditions which I'm not talking about. But organizations should be mentally prepared now for S4 HANA or SuccessFactor. Okay, if they're going for SuccessFactor, it is well and good. Or they go for S4 HANA, or it can be hybrid also. Okay, some organizations they go for S4 HANA HCM, the core module like a payroll, time, or OMPA. For all the talent module, your learning management, performance management, your recruiting, onboarding, because that is much better in SuccessFactor compared to on-premise. Okay, so that is the hybrid approach to follow. Okay. So this is the approach wherever somebody is going. Hope it answered your query. Thanks for asking that question, Samar.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so this is all about the solution capability and from that product perspective. Okay, so now also we talked about in the business capability, we talked about L1, L2, L3, right? There are different levels. Okay, so that will also, I'm giving an example. So levels, it is subjective by the way. So depending upon the organization, what they define at the L1, it will vary from organization to organization. L1, L2, and if you talk about L3 here, okay. So if you talk about if the L1 is at HR, the example which I had given, okay. So I will go back to that example here, okay. Suppose HR is at the L1 level, okay. So what should be the example? Suppose here, if you can see HR from a capability point, this is not a process level, this is a capability level, capability level 1, okay, I'm saying, okay. HR, suppose human resource at the L1 level. Suppose if I go to level 2, it could be HR admin, okay. HR admin, HR strategy and planning, this could be the L2. Okay, so let's say I will talk about here. HR admin will be the, for this particular L1 I'm talking about. Okay, HR admin will be the L2. Similarly, if I go further, under HR admin, we have employee administration. Okay, all these examples which I have shown to you, right? So that will be your L3. All these are L3, by the way. Okay, so this example which I had given, employee administration, right? This is your L3. This is how SAP has redesigned all these things nowadays. Okay, so if you see, This is your L3, employee administration. This is one of the L3. And similarly, if you talk about capability point of view, we have a concurrent employment management. These are your typically capability. Remember, these are your capability, not functions. Okay. So L3 will be having concurrent employment. Okay. Similarly, we will be having your, this is your concurrent employment management. Similarly, if I go further, we have also in this example, we have global assignment management. That is also capabilities. Okay. So there are multiple capabilities here. I will just highlight. Okay. But you can also draw a similar kind of a capability diagram, okay, of your own by following this kind of a standard. Okay. So I'm not filling everything, but some major examples only I'm giving you. So this is also, I will put it here. And sometimes offboarding also part of this process. Okay, generally, whenever you are talking about offboarding, right? Employee resigns in Employee Central in SuccessFactors, okay, or Field Glass, okay, if it's a contractual worker, right? So you will be having a handshake between Employee Central and onboarding module. Okay, so here you will be seeing that. And good thing is they also talk about the value driver. They talk about how it is contributing to entire overall HR, right? And also licensing point of view, or you require onboarding license, as well as if you take any feedback, you may require quality risk license. Okay. So this is also very clear actually. So this is will give you a detailed view of what exactly L3, L4, all those things were. L4 I'm not discussing because that requires a lot of additional things. Okay. For now, this will be enough to understand these capabilities different level. Yeah, you have any other questions, Simran?
Actually, it was from the previous hand up.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
since you are asking me, I was waiting for you to finish.
Okay.
This is in terms of HR. Once this is done, can you show in terms of payroll also, if possible?
Definitely. So I can show you from a payroll point of view, how does it work? Okay, so let's go there. So this is more from a HR administrative point of view. Okay, if I go back further, so let me go back to industry portfolio once again. So mainstream, and let's say I will go to let's say this time. Uh, we talked about real estate. Maybe any specific industry you want to go for? Any industry of your choice?
Education, maybe.
Education. Yeah, I understand you are working in that area. So definitely it will be relevant for you. Okay. So education point of view, if you talk about, okay. So if you talk about payroll, so where it will be coming up? So you have something called payroll and reimbursement. That is a business area. You can see it comes under HR. And if I go under payroll and reimbursement, this is your payroll. This is your main capabilities, L2 capabilities. L3 capability will be your payroll management, reimbursement management. Then we have a position budgeting and control. You may or may not be doing this, okay, directly or indirectly. But under this, again, we have a SuccessFactors Employee Central Payroll. From a solution capability point of view, we have a SuccessFactors Payroll. We have S4HANA, that is a traditional on-premise SAP HCM payroll. Okay. And also we have a traditional on-premise ERP HCM payroll as well. Okay. And which one you want to go for? So you want to go for
I want to no, not success. That I'm okay. As for HANA, I just wanted to.
S4HANA. Okay. Yeah. So if you go for S4HANA in education and research industry, we have a 4 relevant Fiori apps available. Okay, if I go there. So what they offer, let's see. So they offer 4 functionality: my form, my pay stocks, my profile, and some ESS applications they're offering here. Okay. And what you can do here, you can see your payslip. This is the key applications in a S4HANA and all comes under the my forms. Okay. It could be payslip, it could be any other reimbursement slip, whatever you are having, right? It could be one example, right? Similarly, you may have this is the exact payslip how you can redesign and you will be able to see those things. So this feature they have included here, okay? And your detailed payslip. This is one of the key applications, theory point of view. This is one thing. Similarly, if you talk about pay stubs, okay, so let's see what is coming in the pay stubs. So in pay stubs, so you will be looking at this kind of a generic view. Okay, what your pay stub is having. Okay, this is more from a which view? Can you tell? Who can see this?
The user, right?
But which user?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
I'm asking which type of user can visualize this?
The
You can see the
which
answer.
type?
So basically pay stubs point of view, right?
Yeah.
So in this solution they're talking about, you can see with the transition, my pay stubs, you can enable employees to check and manage
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, employees to check and manage a digital version of the pay stubs issued by the company. So pay slip is different, but on the go also you can see overall. Okay, suppose this is a little older one. Okay, in that particular year, how much I got paid. Okay, month wise, okay, without going to the pay slips and all. Right.
Yeah.
So this is they call it the pay stub section. Okay, if you've activated, this is also a standard applications, and you do not require any customization. You can always view it. Okay, this is and what are the things key features? You can see that.
So okay, that's nice. Yeah.
This is very nicely documented. I really liked it. Okay. And this is publicly available.
But payroll, I was wondering in terms of sorry, I'm taking the class.
Yeah.
But I was wondering in terms of running the pay, like the pre-activities and then the run pay and the post activities. I was thinking in terms of that.
Okay. That part you'll be here in the implementation information. Okay. So you'll be getting those details. How do you if you are talking about S/4HANA, right? What are the technical information you will be getting here as well? So those details are available here. Okay, and those hyperlinks they have given. Those hyperlink, if you go and you will be able to perform those as well. And also they've defined what should be the business role, what should be the business group. Everything is well defined nowadays. You can see that. Here, you'll be getting. And also which edition they're talking about, you'll be seeing here as well. Okay. So this is a pay stub. Similarly, we also profile point of view will be having your pay. This is a generic employee profile, and inside that you'll be having your typical view, right? So product feature point of view. So you can see your general people profile. Okay, so this is how nowadays your S/4HANA you will be finding this kind of a screen. Okay, so where you can see your upcoming absences, payroll. Just like Success, they try to mimic SuccessFactor. For the reason you can see the time set absence like this, talent like this, compensation like this, right? So all these things you can also visualize. SuccessFactor is definitely better, but they try to mimic the same thing in a different way.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So same thing is also applicable for any other module also in HCM. You can always explore the link which I had already given to you based on your choice of industry and based on your interest. You can always do that. Okay. So this is what it is takes. Okay. From we understood business capability functions and all. So this is from an enterprise architecture point of view. We have seen all these things. Okay. But from a typical solutioning point of view, if we talk about, right, what we see, we generally, the previous hackathon people have attended my session. So I talked about more from a product portfolio point of view. So this time we have talked about from an enterprise architecture point of view. But if you talk about from a product point of view, you have to go to the SAP.com. Okay, so that's a typical site, okay, where exactly SAP official site you will be going there. And from there, if you go further, so we have a category called products. Okay, and under product, we have a human capital management is the major category. And under that, what we have is your different subcategory. This is more from a product point of view. Core HR payroll, talent management, HR analytics, sales performance management, AI for human resources. We may not be working on this area. This is a new thing SAP has introduced last year. It was previously in other module, CRM and all. Now they have pushed it into SAP HCM. Okay. So coming to core HR and payroll, all the solutions, whatever we are having, especially in core HR, you will be able to see here. Okay. So this is from a product point of view. And my key takeaway or for all of you, the task would be, depending upon which module you would like to practice in this hackathon, you can choose that particular module. And I will say that there is something called read the solution brief. Okay. So there is a small PDF document. Okay, SAP will be providing. You can download that. That is the starting point for all of you. So now I'm going to download for one of the module. Same is applicable for other modules as well, whether it is your talent management solution or payroll. Depending upon that, you can download. This is a comprehensive product brochure, okay, which you can at a high level Okay, it is not technical document. This is at a high level. It will talk about what are the features, what are the functionality at a very high level with some small visuals. Okay, and you can see very similar. This is I've not seen it yet. Okay, how payroll control center work with the June, okay, which is the AI tool, right? So at least you'll be having an overall idea whenever you're explaining to customer or you're pitching, doing a pre-sales activity or similar kind of a role. At least for your knowledge also, it is very important. I also keep on updating these things time to time, right? So this is more from a product point of view. Download this material, okay? Keep a copy of it in your folder, and we will be utilizing this in upcoming activities as well. Okay. So this is the first thing I will say from a product point of view after understanding the capabilities, functions, and everything. Okay. Very comprehensive document, and go through whatever module you are interested. This is for a HR core module point of view. For HR or time payroll who are interested, they can go for it. Okay. Other than that, we also under core HR, there are different products. Okay. We have Employee Central, we have a time tracking, we have an EC payroll, we have a ECSC, that is your Employee Central Service Center. We have a document management system by core open text. These are the 5 things you will be finding, and also you can explore that product in detail depending upon your interest area. Okay. So this is I will highly recommend go through this, and it will be helping you to understand at a high level. Okay. And how does it look like? Okay. Suppose I'm interested for document management solution this time, right? So I will be going for this. I will be downloading this PDF, and this is my starting point. Okay. For this hackathon, at least I will be understanding what I want to do, what to do, right? So that is the starting point, and I will be also helping you to how to use AIs. And this time, this hackathon, this will be AI-enabled hackathon, so that you will not be taking 3 months. Okay, even you can finish in 3 weeks also, whatever activities or tasks I'm giving it. Okay, if you're having a system, if you're having maybe a demo system or whatever it may be, right? Even if you do not have all the details, you will be doing a simulations, but at least you will be able to ready to practice and ready to if you're targeting a job, if you're switching a job or getting a job, right? It will be very helpful. Also from interview point of view, also it will be very helpful. So these documents are really required. Okay. So whatever module you are going to participate in this hackathon, you have to download this. Okay. So this is an activity I will be giving to all of you. I'm also making a task board. I'm going to task board, and I will be putting it as a task today. Okay, for all of you. Okay. So the first task will be actually for you to download product browser from SAP site. Okay, so SAP official website. Okay, so this is the key activity, and ensure you are participating fully in this hackathon. I do not want anyone to lose in between. Okay, so this is I will be using as a workflow. Okay, so this is the one activity from a hackathon point of view. Okay, so now coming back to the mind map. Now we will be switching our gear to understand in the past mission, because I said planning. This today's session is all about the planning, right? So discover session, we have discovered a lot of things today, and we discovered from the product point of view, we already talked about a little bit. Okay, and so also today we will be focusing on the emerging trends. What is going on in emerging trends? So every year, okay, leading organizations they publish HR tech trend report. Okay, and this is also a discovery phase activity. So what you have to download is HR. So by the way, you can utilize ChatGPT or any other AI tools. Okay, so what I will do, I will be doing similar activities. Okay, and I will tell that I will go to my AI tool, and I will tell that I have to search for 2025 HR trends. Okay, because nowadays people are searching in AI tools rather than Google, right? So I will go and I will be asking a generic questions here, saying that let me go to this, and I will be asking a question saying that let me go to the space activity. I will be asking a new thread. You do not require a premium edition. You can use free edition also. I'm using premium because I do a lot of query. So let's say HR tech trend 2025. Okay, which are the leading top 10, because many organizations publish HR trend report. Okay, which are top 10 HR trends report for 2025. So let's see what is coming up. I'm sure there will be a Deloitte report because they publish for a long. Okay, the AIHR is also publishing. There are McKinsey. There are your companies like your Gartner. Okay, not many companies nowadays. These are actually publishing it. Okay, but if you see here in general, they talk about they have tabulated it here. Okay, so they have done a lot of research. Okay, and I can see they have followed 20 resources. Okay, and it is cut down my research time. They followed these many resources, ETHR, your different product, AIHR, LinkedIn. They referred a lot of Darwin Box, not Deloitte, as I was saying, right? So Deloitte, you cannot escape. Deloitte report, they also referred. Gartner report. This is actually, I really emphasize more. Okay. If I want to go deep dive, definitely I will go for 2025 Deloitte report as a Gartner report. These are more authentic. And other people actually copy or generally they take a variation of it, okay, of their own. But Gartner report, Deloitte report, I will trust much. But SHRM also. SHRM is also Society for Human Resource Management. Okay. So these are the top 3 reports for me. I will go deep dive. Okay. So this is an activity I will be giving to you. So today, after the session, what you will do? So you have to at least 3 reports you have to go through. There are so many reports. You can also do a similar search. What you found. Okay. SHRM is top. Then also I will say Deloitte report. And then there's a Gartner report as well as AIHR. Okay, some of the reports I will go through and you spend 1 hour, okay, 1 hour to 2 hours in your free time, okay, just to skim through the topic, what is actually going on in the HR market, okay. So if I go for HR and especially from a Gartner point of view, they have visualization. They talk about leader management, development, organizational culture, change management. They don't talk about payroll, okay, by the way. Payroll or LMS, they don't talk about it. Okay, so they talk about what is the top priorities for people in this year. So if you go for Deloitte report also, they will talk about, I was talking about a lot about agentic AI, right? So they have really brought in this time, okay, agentic AI, okay? So these are the key things you can see. Part of the Deloitte prediction, okay? So I really like this, okay? So being a part of being a Deloitte alumni, almost 7 years I spent there. I always look forward to this kind of reports every year. Very well designed, very well defined. Okay. So this report definitely the #1 priority for all of you, which you can go through. At least you'll be understanding what is going on in the industry. Whether it can be done by SuccessFactors or not, that's a different thing. Okay. But at least what is going on in the industry, you will be understanding. And you should be able to see or speak those kind of vocabulary with your customers. Okay. So that is the expectations. Okay. It's not about mastering this. Okay. But report point of view, tech trend point of view, I highly recommend Deloitte report, SHRM reports. We have a Gartner reports, okay, and there are many other reports. Almost there is a commonalities also. If you see what Perplexity has given to me is a general view. So it has done 28 sources, 20 plus resources, and now tabulated. You can see that everywhere this is the common trend. AI is the #1. Okay, then skill-based hiring, remote work, data-driven DEI, your inclusion, diversity, employee experience, automation and digitization, people analytics, blockchain, integration, well-being and metaverse. These are the key trends. Okay, so this is also I will recommend as a HR technology consultant. Okay, because a growing market, we have to also understand, speak this kind of language. We should be curious to learn more about it, what is going on. Okay, even I was spending time a lot here and I will be sharing my learning also in the upcoming days as well. Okay, so this is the key thing. In the discovery page, I say there are reports, tech trend reports. As I say, there are so many reports, but you have to focus on 3 reports minimum. Okay, other reports you can always look into. But the first one is Gartner report. Then we have a SHRM report, which I feel authentic, most authentic one, this 3, and then Deloitte. Okay, these 3 and others are also you can follow if time permits, but these 3 are minimum. Okay, so this is also a key task for all of you. Okay, and that is the thing. Okay, so now coming to the last part of the industry specific needs. Now we will be having an activities for all of you, which you will be playing a game. Okay, so basically which module you would like to choose and which industry. Okay, So you can participate and you can let me know which one you are interested. Okay. Otherwise, you can also, if you're already working professional and if you want to continue with your industry, that's well and good also. Okay. So now I want volunteer. So maybe Mohana and Simran, which module would you like to interest at this time or in which industry? Which module you can tell me, then according to that, I will be spinning the wheel for you.
For me, HR or payroll, either one.
HR or payroll. When I say HR or payroll, it will be your employee central, right? So
Yes,
you can focus
Yes.
on employee central and payroll. What about Mohina for you?
Yeah, same HR I would prefer.
Okay, then you can be friends together and you can start. But the time zone is opposite. One in Australia, another in you are in US, right? But you can collaborate. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay. And now let's spin the wheel for Mohina, maybe. So shall I spin the wheel for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me click the spin toggle. Let's see which industry is coming in. 1, 2, 3, go. Pharmaceutical. Okay, so celebrate. So this is the industry which you will be looking at. So now what about Simran? Which one you want to play? Which means I would like to hear from, again, spin the wheel again for you. So let's see what is coming up. Your favorite is coming up. Yeah, I didn't manipulate, by the way.
Education.
I didn't have any manipulation, and you read your mind. You read your mind that you're already in education industry, and let's play together. Okay. So now, what I will do as a next step, already I have case studies available for you. So those case studies I will be making you available, and I'm just going to my platform, my website, by the way. So what you need to do is, I'm already having those case studies. Let me go to that case study. I will explain the 2 case studies today. Okay. Then we will wrap up the session, and in the group, I will be adding you, and already you're part of the group, and I will be giving you what is the next step. So that I want you to, if you're choosing one module, right, Employee Central, I want you to end to end within next 90 days, you master it. Any question comes in, you should be able to answer it. Okay. Anything, any activities comes to you, you should be able to, at least you should not be blank at all. Suppose somebody will be asking any questions at all. Okay. So now with that intention, let me go to the industry. Okay. So industry point of view, if I go there, I have already opened up that. So I have already opened that for you, by the way. So let me, last time we did it for PMGM, okay, but the same thing we'll be doing for all other models. So coming to industry, and I see pharmaceutical industry was chosen today. This is for Mohina, and K-12 education industry was chosen by the spin the wheel has chosen Simran for this module for this industry. So I will explain a little bit about this 2 case study. Okay, then we will wrap up. Okay. So what will happen in this case study? Let me go to the first case study, that is your pharmaceutical industry case study. It is taking some time. Yeah. So this is, I will be only explaining the background of the case study today, and I will be curating it for your Employee Central, by the way. Okay. So this case study, maybe would you like to read out, Mohina? Hello.
Yes. You want me to read it?
Would you like to read out loud? Up to this only you have to read out. Okay, not the entire case studies. Up to this only.
Okay. Ayurveda Wellness Limited, headquartered in Haridwar, Uttarakhand, has emerged as India's leading Ayurvedic pharmaceutical and wellness company with an extensive global footprint across 100 plus countries. Founded in 1942 as a small Ayurvedic medicine manufacturing unit, Ayurveda has grown into a global enterprise with 12,000 plus employees worldwide, specializing in traditional Ayurvedic medicines, herbal supplements, naturopathy products, and holistic wellness solutions. Dr. Vaida Mohan Sharma, CEO of Ayush Wellness, recently unveiled Vision Wellness 2035, an ambitious strategic roadmap focusing on global leadership in natural healthcare through a blend of ancient wisdom and modern science. The world is witnessing a paradigm shift towards holistic wellness, emphasized Dr. Sharma. Our ancient Ayurvedic knowledge, when combined with modern research and delivery system, can transform global healthcare. However, this vision can only be realized if we have the right talent with the right skills at the right time. Dr. Lashmi Herbal, CHRO at Ayurveda, has identified several critical talent management challenges. Severe shortage of qualified Ayurvedic practitioners and researchers with both traditional knowledge and modern scientific skills. High attrition rates, 27% annually among R&D specialists and master formulators. Limited visibility into workforce capabilities across global operations. Inconsistent skill standards between traditional Ayurvedic roles and modern corporate function. Difficulty in developing career pathways that honor both Ayurvedic expertise and business acumen. Challenges in preserving traditional knowledge while fostering innovation.
Okay, thanks, Mohina, for summarizing, going through the case study, reading out loud. So this will be the case study. Okay, in general, at a very high level, only two persons I have introduced. It's a fictional case studies, by the way, which I have created. Okay, and you will be, whenever you will be performing this in your employee central, you'll be having a actual CEO as per the case study. Okay, whenever you will be hiring in your employee central, you'll be having a CEO, CHR minimum. Then additionally, I will give you an activities as for your employees. Already, by the way, employee central already we have a because you have chosen employee central. Already question paper is ready. Okay, so question paper is ready, and what you will be having, the starting activities will be for you the 3-day challenge, 3-week challenge. Initially, I thought of as a 3-day, but actually people are taking more time. Latter point of time, I changed it 3 weeks challenge actually. Okay, so what we are going to do is I will be activating this challenges for you. Okay. And you will be starting with here, whatever you are seeing at day 1, right? Okay. Even if you can, I see from your experience, from your curiosity and learning speed point of view, you can do it in 1 day also. But the thing is, you can take some more time also. It's okay for me. Okay. So week 1, your challenge, I will say this instead of a day 1. Okay. And I have designed in a way. So first week, you will be focusing on corporate model. It is both for all of you. You will be participating in Employee Central. Okay. So the week 1 challenge will be the basics of EC and corporate data model. Okay. And week 2 will be for you will be the succession data model. Okay. Which already theoretically you might be knowing it already, but going through my courses and all. But this will be an actual challenge which will be performing in the system. Okay. System or simulations or whatever you are having. Okay. And at the same time, you will be contributing to submitting those things in our system as well. Okay. So the third will be like your theoretical review and Q&A, but this is an operational thing I will talk. So there will be many more challenges in this hackathon. This is the first point to start with. Okay. So I will be sharing it with you, all of you, and these questions and also very comprehensive material also I will be giving to you, so that you will be understanding a graphical and a visual way what is a corporate data model. Okay, what is your employee data model, right? All these things. And for Ayurveda, I already have designed our structure for you. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Simply you have to create it. Okay, so let's say legal entity wise. Okay, so in the past, my other students have chosen Europe Limited. Okay, and if you are in US, you can choose a Europe, America, Ayurveda, North America Corp, because it can have a different legal entities. Okay, you can choose to create multiple legal entities also. It's up to you. Okay. But these are the choices I have given to you, and the question paper is ready. And under legal entity again, what kind of business unit? Because we are following the case study, we will be having this kind of we will not be using any random code. You will be having a proper code like this. Business unit, proper naming convention, Ayurvedic medicine is a business unit. You will be having a wellness solution is a business unit. Global operation is a business unit. Herbal supplementer can be a business unit. So minimum expectation is at least you should be knowing how to create all these things. and visualize. So same thing goes for a division, same thing goes for department, right? So it is, you will be feeling like at the end of the day, you are actually implementing a project, not randomly learning something. Okay. So this is the intention. And I've already created this thing for you. Ayurveda Wellness. Okay. And same thing, you can do it. Okay. I will be sharing this question paper. It will be published in your platform. And these are your activities, by the way. Okay. So challenge mode, and you have to submit your evidence of completion. Okay. For everything, I want actually how you do the things. You have to write the steps. You have to write down especially the how screenshots maybe you can allow. Okay. And these are the different activities for each and every week. We would be having this kind of an activities. Okay. So this is the 50 activities for the week 1. Similarly, week 2, we will be following section data model. So these are the different comprehensive snapshot of section data model. Now we have again, I have told what are the activities you will be performing, okay, in this particular week. Okay. So I've just given a template. You can choose what are the possible names, especially certification. If you talk about, they will be having certification in a PhD in herbal services, bachelor's in diploma. Okay. This is a possible entry. You can manipulate, but this is a starting point at least. Okay, you can start your activities, and you can also fill up these things in your workbook as well if it is required. Okay, this is a week 2 activities. Similarly, week 3 will be having position management. Okay, so in a typical position management, you will be finding very specific to if you talk about job function, you'll be seeing Ayurvedic medicine is a job function, quality management is a job function within this particular case study. Okay, so it will be realistic, as much almost near realistic you'll be finding. So with this, I think it will be more practical to do all this activity, which was missing in the previous hackathon. And this time, based on the feedback and other things, I have introduced it. So this is for your Ayurveda Wellness, which is a pharmaceutical case study. Okay. So this will be, I will be sharing here with you. And same goes with your other case studies. Let me go to the introduce to other case studies as well. Other one is a K-12. That is very interesting case study, very unique case study based out of Udaipur. Okay. And also it can be scalable to global companies as well. So maybe I will ask Simran to read it out. So let me go to that case study first. The case study is this one. This is a very unique and interesting case study. Just a minute. I will highlight which one to read. Just give me a minute. So implementing SuccessFactors Employee Central, this is based out of the name of that organization is Sanskritik Pathsala. It's a K-12 education case study. Maybe Simran, you can help read it out up to this.
Okay. Sanskriti Pathshala, headquartered in Udaipur, Rajasthan, has emerged as India's leading alternative education institution, pioneering a unique blend of homeschooling methodologies with traditional Gurukul principles founded in 2010 as a small learning center with just 15 students. It has grown exponentially to support over 12,000 families across India and has established learning hubs in 18 cities, with virtual programs reaching students in 22 countries worldwide. Dr. Aditi Sharma, founder of CEO of Sanskriti Pathshala, recently unveiled Vidya Parampara 2035, an ambitious vision merging Asian wisdom with modern educational approaches. Education is undergoing a fundamental transformation globally, emphasizing Dr. Sharma. While the pandemic accelerated the adoption of digital learning, we believe true education must nurture the whole child, mind, body, and spirit, as our Asian Gurukul system did. Our approach draws inspiration from Nalanda University's multidisciplinary educational model, where learning transcended boundaries of subjects and embraced holistic development. Mr. Vikram Patel, CHRO at Sanskriti Pathshala, has identified several critical talent management challenges. High turnover rates, 28% among specialized educators with expertise in both traditional knowledge systems and modern pedagogy. I think.
Pedagogy.
Yeah. Difficulty in standardizing skill assessment across diverse teaching methodologies, Vedic mathematics, experimental learning, and digital content creation, limited visibility into educational capabilities across decentralized learning hubs, inconsistent performance evaluation methods between in person and virtual facilitators, need to preserve ancient teaching methodologies while fostering innovation in modern educational practices, challenges in developing specialized educators who can serve as true gurus in the traditional sense while leveraging modern technology. Our talent approach must honor the Guru's Shishya Parampara, teacher student tradition, with embracing technology's innovation, explains Mr. Patel. According to our analysis, we are competing not just with the conventional schools, but increasing with ed tech platforms for specialized talent. The Ministry of Education emphasizes on the implementation of National Education Policy 2020, with explicitly acknowledging India's knowledge traditions, makes the perfect time to transform our talent management approach.
So thanks, Simran, for reading it loud. So this will be your case studies. It's a very interesting, unique case studies focusing on homeschooling. There is a lot of industry for it. In the US, it's very much prominent. And India is also now it's a growing market. And also other countries also nowadays they are following. Okay. So we have also a case studies in this. I will be already having a Employee Central specific. What are the things we will be doing it from Employee Central point of view. So those detailed things I will be giving, okay, those case studies, which you can take it up, okay. And as a next step, what I will do, so today I will be sharing this case study in the group. And what we will be doing as a next step, we already have designed a challenge for you, okay, which I was talking about, the 3 weeks challenge, okay. So which you can go through straightforward now. We have an ops challenge, that is your operational challenge. Let me go to that all process. And what you have to do is, this is the challenge which I was talking about. And in this, it will be a quick revision for all of you. Once you enroll for this challenge, okay, so we have such activities, saying legal entity, business unit, division creation, all these things, right? So if I go here and suppose, let's say, let me show you that. How does it look like in this course? This is the backend I'm showing you, and so that you will be seeing also how people have participated in the past and how they have contributed to this. Okay. So you can take inspiration from them as well, not to copy, but rather I will say you can, how differently you can do also. You'll be getting an ideas. Okay. So I will be going here and you will be able to see those details. Let me go as a login as a student, course curriculum as a student. I can show you what they have done it. Okay. So by the way, once you join this challenge, okay, this is a time-based challenge in 3 weeks. So you'll be in the first orientation, which currently we are doing in this first mission. There's a welcome. Okay, there's welcome, and you just have to go through it. And I already explained. Okay, I already told you it's not a day 1, day 2, day 3. But I realized that it will take more time. So for that reason, if you're finishing in 3 days, I'm happy, more than happy. Initially, I designed it for 3 days only. But from my experience, I have seen that people are taking more time, right? So for that reason, I can actually, this is the week 1, basically welcome. Then after that, lock your choice. So here actually what I have done, so what of the industry case studies you have been allotted, or the last time I allotted and people have chosen, but this time I try to be a little bit more innovative. And what case studies actually you have been chosen, or you have been the spin of the wheel contest, okay, what you have got it. So that part you have to enter here, okay. And this time, last time also I have asked, okay, people have entered like this. Which student you can see? Janani has got mineral industry, okay. And similarly, Ankita has chosen, she has got global voice, the travel industry, right? Similarly, Saima has got financial banking industry, right? Abdul has chosen utility industry. So this is the way also you'll be getting a point how people have chosen industry, or actually there I had given an industry to them, right? So this is how you can just to enter, okay? So, and that this is the industry I have got, and this is how I will be going through. Okay, so you can just update it. Okay, so this is the first activities here. Okay, and after that, your week one will be starting here. Week one will be starting from here. So if I go here, so well done. Then this is your case study. Okay, so here I can say organization structure. Okay, so there are 10 activities. Okay, and exclusively for org structure. Okay, if I'm talking about. Okay, then each and every activity, when you perform the first activity, is always creating a legal entity, right? So you should be knowing how to create a legal entity for that matter. Okay, so once you go to this activity, and you have to answer here. Okay, as a student, okay, how you will perform. You can also refer, do not copy how other students has contributed. You can also get an idea. Okay, so that it is a kind of a peer-to-peer virtual learning also. Okay, you can see the one of the student, our students, Ankita, she has chosen a global voice industry, and she has actually created this in the system, and actually also she has mentioned step by step how she has created this. Okay, Akshay has created for real estate industry. Okay, Janani has created for mineral industry. Okay, Saima has created these things for financial group banking industry. Okay, similarly, Ayurveda has been already done. Okay, so it will be easy for you also because how they have done it. Okay, so it will be, you can also do a similar kind of activities. Very interesting, and this time really I want you to do it. Homeschooling has been done by Rohit. Okay, Sanskritic part. So same case study I had given, but how they have done it. Okay, so that is how I expect at least you have gone through it. And if I to add something new, if you want to do the next level, you can always do that. Okay. Yes, Simran, you have any question or any clarifications?
Sorry, how do I do this in easy? Do I need to purchase a platform, NILADRI, or
Do you have a system already? By the way, SuccessFactors instance you have?
No, I don't have SuccessFactors.
Okay. Okay. Any other friends you have or anyone who is having in your this thing, right? If you really want to do, it's better to have a system. Okay. Otherwise, you can take up maybe a 1 month subscription, maybe if you want to really practice this, because I want you to practice. Okay. So that is really helpful for you, because in the interviews you will be asked case studies. What are the projects you have done? You can showcase. By the way, at the end of the hackathon, if you're completing it, I will be giving you a certificate also from my side saying that you have really executed, and I have an evidence for it. This is the evidence-based certification I'm offering. And at the end, I will be, even suppose somebody will be reaching out to verify, I can show the verification saying that really the student has a studious and she has completed all the activities. You can verify it is in my platform actively. Okay, so I can give that reference also. So that is the one. So you can check it out how we can do, whether you want to take it up or you can manage with someone else. Maybe. So what about Purna? You have?
I was thinking I'll connect with you offline if I.
Sure. No problem. Yeah, we can connect. Okay, we can connect. And I want you to do really, if you want to do it, really you can go for it. Okay. And also you have a solution also. You can see other students how very nicely they have done step by step. Okay. So you don't have to see anywhere, just to focus on this. Okay. And after only the comment section, you mention what you have done for these activities and like each other's as well. Okay. Or other students who have really done it. Okay, so this kind of a practical hands-on oriented, hands-on I really wanted. So for that reason, I separated this from the mainstream course. Okay, I have created a separate thing for college challenge. This is for legal entity. Same goes with your other activities also. So whatever legal entity you have created, under that only you have to create a business unit, not any random business unit. You are not going to create any random business unit. Okay, so whatever has been given to you, okay, you can create under that. You can see also similar kind of an example. Okay, so this is actually people have put their creativity and put their, how they have done it, right? Very nicely. Okay, and but even if you go through all the 50 activities which students have today, actually I'm planning to evaluate all those things. Okay, so they have done a very nice activities. This is for week 1, by the way. Week 1 has a 50 activities. Okay, so you can take your time. And so you have by the way, you are going through the hackathon process. That means you have a 90 days. Okay. And but these people I given only 30 days. Okay. Because they were going through the bootcamp process, which is a 1 month program, right? So they have done it all in 1 month, by the way. Okay. So 150 activities. And now I am confident whatever project I will deploy to them, or they will be going to the project, they will be able to do that confidently, and also they can crack the interview also confidently. Okay, so this is why I'm emphasizing learning by doing, project-based learning, okay, PBL, and it will be challenge oriented. Okay, so that is the key takeaway, how I have differentiated this hackathon to make it more engaging, more interesting, and so that you can complete. I want nothing else but the results. Okay, whether you are searching for a job or you're planning to upskill yourself depending upon your goals, and okay. So that is what the last point I thought of sharing. Now I want to listen from you. Any feedback, any suggestions? I'm always open for feedback, and I keep on innovating. So yeah, Simran, you can go ahead.
Sorry. So this hackathon classes, are you going to have it at this time over the weekends? Like we'll finish the work that you have given for week 1 over the weekdays. Do we connect over the weekend or?
Yeah. So I will tell you, I forgot to share the timeline. Okay, we have already published it in our platform. So you have to, if you go to the community, okay. So inside the community, we have already as a post. I think 1 month back, I posted that. So let me go to the community. And there is a timeline. Okay, so for each and every week, although I'm flexible, but at the same time, I also want to finish it on time. Okay, so we have a community here, hackathon community, exclusively for hackathon. Let me go there. Where is that? Yeah, this is the one. Hackathon 2025. Okay, so this is the last one, and this is the last hackathon which happened earlier. Okay, so this is the, we go here. This was the last hackathon which we completed in the month of March itself. Okay, and second one which I saying, I think I have to make it featured here. Just a minute. Q1 is there. So Q2 I need to publish. I have already published it, but I have not updated here. So let me bring out the calendar. Okay, so I already have this. Just a minute. So this is how it will be looking like all the hackathons and people who have posted all these things. Okay, so I will tell you the timeline. This is a timeline, by the way. Q1, Q2, Q2 hackathon. Let me search for it. Q2. I think I have published it somewhere. So I will let me search for it here. Actually, going to Notepad. I have my Notion page. It should be there. Okay, so Q2 hackathon. Yeah, so this is the design which I have done. I will be publishing it in the communities as well. So this is a timeline. Can you see the calendar?
Okay, so it's starting from today, right? I haven't missed anything.
Starting from today. You have not missed anything. You are on the right track, right time. Okay. So mission 1, today was the mission 1, 26th of April. And according to that, this timeline I will be updating, by the way. Okay, so going forward, how it will be the next. Okay, so this is a today's session, and whatever is supposed to complete, we have completed it today. Okay, and next session, so logically it will be happening this timing. Okay, and definitely we will be it will be. I will be sharing the timeline in detail. Okay, so I have already published it, but the thing is, I have to change a bit here. Okay, so Q2. I will be sharing the curriculum, basically the Hackathon 2 Q2 experience. Okay, so I will be updating this thing, and I will be sharing with all of you. Okay, this calendar.
If it's not a problem with everyone, Niladri, if you can move the class like 15 minutes late, I have another class clashing at the same time.
Oh, okay. 15 minutes. Okay, that's fine for me.
Yeah, because I think they try to wrap up and then I can join.
Okay. Sure, no problem. So even half an hour, I will shift it. Okay, it's not a problem for me.
Thank you. If it's not troublesome for
it's not a problem. Not a problem. I think so. Okay. So what about Mohina? It will be too late for you. How it is?
Yeah. Okay. Fine with that.
It's fine for you. Okay. So thanks for joining in the very odd time. I know it's opposite. You are in the US. Okay. What is the time now there?
You're asking me?
Yes, Mohina, for you.
No. I'm staying in India only.
Oh, is it only? Oh, you're back to India, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and
India.
where in Hyderabad? Is it Hyderabad or what?
No, Chennai.
Chennai? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
I was in Chennai only. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, then it is not a problem. So then I think we can manage. Okay, so yeah, so thanks for joining in and for the first mission of the hackathon. And I want you to finish, and there are surprises, gifts for all of you, actually. Once you finish, because I want people to finish, okay, and also at the gate, saying that definitely they will be getting the results as well, ultimately. I have designed it more in a challenge mode so that you will really get the results. And even I'm also participating, by the way, in this hackathon as a student also. Okay. So yeah. So thanks for joining in. That's all for today. And is there any other questions, Moina, from your side or anyone?
Yeah, I'll just connect with you offline to get understanding the other question. So I just wanted to talk to you privately. If you don't mind, can you share the recording with me?
Yeah. So recordings will be available. By the way, I will tell you, we have a hackathon course, by the way. You must be having an access to it. So I will be publishing today's video in that hackathon course only. Okay. So if you go to the all courses, okay. So if you search by hackathon, okay. So there is a specific course for that. Okay. So inside that, you will be able to see, and I will be improvising this every hackathon to hackathon. This is previous one was the first edition. This is the second edition. Even it is new for me. Okay. So I'm innovating whatever based on my understanding, based on the feedback from students and all. Okay. So let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen, by the way?
No, it's
Are
nothing
you able?
shared.
No.
Okay, let me share once again. Let me share.
Now we can, no, now we can see.
Okay, let me share my screen once again. So this is the course. Okay, Tech Hackathon. Okay. So in this only, I will be publishing the recording. Okay, so last time it was, these are the last time's video. Okay, so I will remove them and I will be adding up saying that Q2, I will be archiving them in the same course. I will say that it was a Q1 so that only the Q2 videos will be available there. Okay, so this one I will be working. And meanwhile, within 15 minutes, you'll be getting the direct recording. Okay, but for your reference, and also the case study I'll be sharing with you in the group itself. And meanwhile, I will be working on this because this recording will take some time, and it will take by the evening. It will be published in the platform as well. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll be direct recording. I will share with you so that you can refer it immediately. Okay. So I think that's all for today. And any other questions you have, Mohina, or Simran, before you wind up?
No, all good, sir.
All good, yeah.
All good. Okay, so seeing you finishing and touching the milestone. Yeah. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for the time.